Hey guys, welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you some more DIY fall decor. So this is episode 2 in my I Love Fall series. You guys know I go crazy during the holidays decorating. I love DIY decor and fall is no exception. Now I have a shabby chic home. It's very antiques, vintage, kind of shabby chic girly flair. I have lots of pinks and whites, so that can make decorating for fall a little bit tricky for me. But I'm going to share with you guys some great ways to take your traditional fall decor and make it fabulous, make it match into whatever kind of decor you have. So without further ado, let me share with you guys these DIY fall decors. Okay guys, I am so excited to share with you some of these fall decor DIYs, and yes, that's a pink pumpkin. I just love a different twist on fall. So also here's this beautiful harvest wreath that I'm going to share with you in an upcoming video, and here are some of those beautiful Dollar Tree finds. I will link the Dollar Tree shop with me down below so you guys know some of the items I'm going to be using. So the first thing that we're going to do is kind of a cute little sign decor twist. So we're going to take this Gather Together sign and just an 8x10 Dollar Tree frame, and I'm going to take the glass out of the frame for now, and I'm going to take the little paper out, and I'm going to use the paper to trace out an 8x10 of this sign, and then we're actually going to cut this sign out. So also I'm going to take and I'm going to cut off the top part of the hanger because we're not going to need that part. So now I'm just going to trace out this 8x10 so I have something to go along with while I'm cutting the sign out. So once I have my sign traced out, I'm just going to use a box cutter or crafting knife, and I'm going to go along this sign several times because I want to create an edge that I can just bend over to make this sign be able to fit into that frame. Be very, very careful when you're using a knife to do this. And I did go all the way to the ends of the sign just to make sure it was just a little bit easier to bend these sides over. So then once I went over it several times, I just bent it back. I thought I could use scissors to kind of trim the edges off, but nope, I went back in with my crafting knife and just gave it another quick cut. And so I was actually able to do that with all 4 sides. I've never done this DIY before, so I kind of was excited that I lucked out and it actually worked. Okay, so once you have your sign all cut out, you can go ahead and fit it back into your frame. I chose kind of like a hammered brushed gold for this sign, which I thought would be cute if you're doing like a gold decor theme or you have maybe some gold accents, but you know me, I had to mix up a quick little batch of chalk paint and go ahead and paint mine white. I just wanted to kind of give it that clean, kind of shabby chic appeal, so I just dabbed in some paint on a plate, and then I just dabbed in some baking soda. I didn't really measure this, I kind of eyeballed it, but usually I do 1 cup of chalk paint to half a cup of baking soda, if that helps at all. And so I just mixed that up really fast, and I went ahead and painted this Dollar Tree frame. I ended up using about 3 coats, and I let about 30 minutes to an hour dry between each one, and it came out just fine. So how super duper cute is this? I just love how this Dollar Tree frame and this Dollar Tree sign just got glammed up with a little bit of paint. And the next thing we're going to do is some Dollar Tree glammed up pumpkins. I just chose a candy pink paint and an ocean mist paint. These are 2X Rust-Oleum spray paints. I find them at Home Depot. So you're just going to give these Dollar Tree gourds and pumpkins a couple of coats. I did several in pink and also several in the ocean mist. And then for these pumpkins, I went ahead and did their little stems. I did them in the ocean mist to kind of just glam them up and give them that extra sparkle. So really, to sparkle them up too, you're going to want to go ahead and take some Elmer's glue and go over the entire pumpkin with just a fine layer of Elmer's glue. And then after you get the glue on your pumpkin, you're going to use a fine glitter. I found this white glitter. It's kind of an iridescent glitter at Michael's. I think it's about $2.50 maybe if you use your 40% off coupon. But look how cute these pumpkins look. They're so sparkly, and I know you guys see these glammy pumpkins in stores for between $3 and $6 or $7, and here we go. Now we have them to match our shabby chic home decor. So I just added these into a little white bowl I had in my entryway table. So I added several gourds, the pink ones, the aqua ones, and then a burlap one, and then one of those tiny little white ones that came on the clips at Dollar Tree. And I just thought that made a really nice fresh arrangement for the front entryway table in my home. So the next project is we're going to take one of the fat quarters. This is a fabric piece from Walmart. It's in the pale pink, of course, and I went ahead and ironed it, and now I'm just going to use a pizza pan to trace a circle in the fabric, and this is the pumpkin we're going to make. So you're going to cut your entire circle out. So once you get your circle cut out, you're going to take a thick, this is kind of a thick piece of string, and I used a really large needle because I just have a hard time using a small needle and thread. I found it really difficult. I tried one of these before I did the DIY to show you guys, and trust me, if you can find a thick string and a thick needle, that will work perfectly for this DIY. So you want to give yourself about 24 inches of string for the size of a pizza pan, which is what I used to cut this pumpkin out. You guys can do smaller or larger pumpkins, and then you're going to tie a really good end on the end of your string because you don't want it to pull through. So you're just going to start and you're going to go in and out with your thread. Guys, this is super duper easy. Trust me, I'm challenged at sewing, and if I can do this, I promise you, you can do this. So you're going to take your thread, you're going to pull it all the way through, and then you're going to just keep going in and out and in and out. So I went ahead and pulled it all the way through here. And then I wanted to show you guys this close-up. You're going to go in and out, and in between each stitch, you're going to want to leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. It doesn't have to be exact, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to do your thread super tight. I found that out the hard way too. So leave about 1 inch between each in and out stitch that you're making. Again, guys, I am terrible with needle and thread and sewing, and that's why you see me using this giant huge needle and this huge string. It worked just fine for this pale pink fabric. The fabric was kind of easy for the thread to go through, so I was actually able to get like 4 or 5 kind of loops here, and then you just keep pulling it through, and that'll help your thread not get tangled too. And here you're just going to see me go all the way around the entire pumpkin, and you're just going to keep going in and out and in and out until you kind of form like a pouch for your fabric pumpkin. Okay, once you get the pouch formed, you're going to want to go ahead and take some stuffing, and I just used an old throw pillow that I didn't use anymore and pulled the stuffing out of that. And so you're just going to put your stuffing in. You don't want to overstuff it, but you do kind of want to move the stuffing around so your pumpkin gets nice and filled out. and you'll kind of test practice it and just see and make sure that the pumpkin will pull together. Again, that last end that you used needs to make sure that has a big old knot in it so your thread doesn't pull through. And now I'm just testing out to see if my stem handle is long enough. I just went out to the yard and found a stick that kind of had like a rounded shape on it. And so you can see that I'm going ahead and going back in and I'm tying that first knot off. And then I'm going to put the stem back in and I'm going to kind of sew around the stem just to double check and make sure that my pumpkin does not come loose. I don't want this coming loose. I'm probably going to end up putting some of these in my Etsy shop, so I'm going to make sure they're nice and secure. And you even saw me add a dab of hot glue to where the end of the string was. Again, I'm just super nervous. I want to make sure that my little pumpkin stays together really well. So you see me right here, and I'm just going to go ahead, and now that I put the stem in, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of sew through the area from side to side just to make sure that I get the pumpkin nice and sewn up. And then you're also going to add some dabs of hot glue around where the stem is at too. And then you're going to see me go through the bottom of the pumpkin and come back out, and that's going to kind of give it somewhere to kind of lay flat. You don't have to do that step, but I did find it was kind of a nice step. So you're just going to push your needle and thread all the way through and then pull it back out the top, and then you're going to loop it through and tie it off. So now that you have your pumpkin all done, you can leave this pumpkin as is. I think it's super duper cute. Or if you want to get super fancy and go super extra, you can definitely glam it up. I had some of this Michael's ribbon left over, but you can use, they have some really pretty and pink Dollar Tree fabric, but really if you just wanted to do the pink pumpkin, those fat quarter fabrics at Walmart are about 99 cents, so you'd have a cute little pink glam pumpkin for about $1. But we're gonna get extra with this. You guys know me, I love fancy, so I'm just gonna add in some of these roses, and I'm making some kind of ribbon roses out of this ribbon, and so I'm just kind of taking them and rolling them and then gluing them and then rolling the little pieces of ribbon, kind of just to make it's just a super informal little rose piece. It's almost just scrunched together, it's nothing fancy. And then I'm just adding some bits and bobs. I had these pearls, I thought that would be super cute, almost like a little Cinderella pumpkin. And then I also had these little hydrangea pieces that I wanted to just kind of push in to kind of fancy up the roses and give it a little bit of dimension. And then here's my Dollar Tree pink bling. You know me, I love the bling. I'm just cutting off little strips of it and then adding a dab of hot glue and then some little pearl pieces just to give it that extra sparkle. Okay, so after that tricky pumpkin DIY tutorial, we're going to do a super easy one. So these are just the Dollar Tree burlap leaves. I love these. They come in a 5-pack, and we're just going to put a piece of lace over these and cut all around the entire leaf. And then we're just going to take our hot glue gun. This is super easy, you guys, and we're going to lay the lace over the burlap wreath, and I'm just using an old spatula, and you're just going to use the spatula to press the lace down onto the leaf. Guys, don't use your fingers on this, you will burn yourself. So use just a piece of plastic, or sometimes I'll also even use the end of a pair of scissors, just whatever you guys have laying around. But this is really going to glam up these leaves. And if you guys make this one, let me know what you do with it. I think it would be super cute in like a sweet little fireplace mantle garland. I actually ended up taking these leaves and using it in that pink pumpkin wreath that I made. So I'm super excited to share that video with you guys. I was actually going to put the wreath video in with this one, but it just got way too long. So I hope you guys love these tutorials. I hope you're feeling inspired. I did end up doing about 3 of these leaves for the wreath, and then I just left 2 with the burlap as is, but there are so many things that we can do with these burlap leaves. I'm definitely going to go back to Dollar Tree and pick up a couple of more. So I hope you guys are loving these fall DIYs. This is episode 2 in my I Love Fall series. I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys some more I Love Fall videos this week, and I cannot wait to share those with you. We're going to do some more shopping. We're going to do some more DIYs. I'm going to share with you guys how I made that super glam wreath with Dollar Tree and some Walmart finds. So this is just, I'm so excited to cozy up the home for fall. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Comment and let me know which one was your favorite fall decor. What do you guys like to use to decorate with for fall? Obviously, one of my favorite things are pumpkins. So thank you guys so much. If you are new, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of my YouTube family. Just click that subscribe button and give this video a like if this is something you guys like to see, and we will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.